You want to hear something crazy? My serial number is 11, and apparently they didn't send out the first 10, which means I got the first hydrogen ever shipped. Now, if that's not Zorz, I don't know what is. You know what else is Zorz? They actually reached out to me and said that they've fixed a lot of their issues. They've updated it, and they're even working on further updates, and they wanted me to check it out. So big shout out to Atompalm. Honestly, I really appreciate it. They sent me their new prototype. I'm just going to do our little first impression. The difference is massive. Can you hear that? You heard that, right? They literally feel like different buttons entirely because the switch is so different. The rattle. Big difference, okay? This DPI button is kind of mushy. Feels like it goes, like it has no, it's not actually pushing anything. This one has more of a firm click, which I actually really like because it prevents accidental click, and there's no rattle. They have a new style of feet, which are rounded. So you can actually see the difference there. So we have a new DPI button that doesn't rattle. We have a mouse wheel that doesn't squeak. We have better feet that are rounded. We have side buttons that are completely different. They're also working on having a different tension on the left and right clicks on the next version, which will be the one that's actually going to be in production that you can buy. I'm going to give it a good once over, and I'm going to let you know what I think. I can tell you already that this is so vastly different. It just immediately feels like it's worth more money. This, you know, look, hey, they fixed it. Look how fast they did that. Boom. They got feedback, they fixed it. Hydrogen. H2O. H2O. Get it? Like water? Yeah, because water can what did he say? Water can flow or can crash. Be like water, my friend. Anybody knows who that is? Leave it in the comments. Anybody? First person who said that quote in the comments is officially Zorz. The feet are such a noticeable difference. They feel like they're a little bit thicker, and even if they're not, that effect is coming from the fact that they have rounded edges now. That makes a very big difference in glide. The side buttons, it's like a night and day scenario. Just simple, basic, easy to click. I mean, if I'm using this button, which I am, you do not want to have something that you have to push with the might of Zeus. I spoke to Dimitar. I think I'm saying that correctly. He says the new models that are coming out, they're tightening up the click. See, if you notice, there's a lot of pre-travel. See, I can do all that, and I have to go, right? If this was just like, had that immediate click, 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 like premium, not premium, but more like volatile, you know, like a hair trigger, like just shoot a fool, like minimal pressure, and it had a little bit more of that clicky, springy feeling, I would take this mouse to another level. But yeah, it's really impressive. I really like the changes they made. It's still light as hell and fast as hell. And once they get these clicks tighter, clickier, springier, more responsive, you're in for like the best mouse you can buy for the money. If all you care about is winning competitive FPS games, this is going to be it. If you like this shape, the shape is really what you're buying. And I actually really am digging the shape. It brings me back into a claw that I'm aiming really well with. Oops. So Atompalm takes their switches very seriously, and I think that's something that we need to acknowledge, is that they're not just pumping out products. This guy's so serious, he's literally sent out a, 11-page report explaining how switches and high-performance peripherals work in an ongoing effort to improve human performance in gaming. Among other demanding environments, we look at minimizing the technology barriers between the human and the subject. It gets really technical here, so I had to read it more than once, but it just shows you exactly how much they are actually attempting to create a zero latency switch. On top of that, their software is being constantly updated. I'm going to update to firmware version 14 right now, in fact.
What, fool? We waited 3 years for this? Nah, fool. Dudes, it's not easy to make a mouse. We have to give these smaller companies a chance, okay? Otherwise, we might as well just buy Razer and Logitech and just forget the whole fucking thing. Would it have been better had it come out a year ago? Absolutely. 18 months ago, it would have been like ludicrous, because then you would have had the 8K Hertz offerings were essentially just super heavyweight, or the $400 thing, or this. But even still, that is actually still the case. Let's not be too hard on new companies. Otherwise, innovation won't happen. You still got to remember, we're talking about 8K Hertz, under 50 grams, fast as hell, fast switches, the little coding thing here. Like, there's a lot going on for this mouse, so let's not get too crazy with the hating. The price point is right. Basically, the new version is better in every way. Clicks no longer sound horrible. They feel nice, crisp. They feel much more in tune with the rest of the mouse. The DPI button no longer rattles. The wheel doesn't squeak like this one does. The feet on the old one were sharp edges. They required a little bit of a break-in time. The new ones are smooth as butter. In the comments when I made the first video, when I made the review, everybody was like, oh, why don't you just go get this? The Viper 8K. Like, they're trying to say that this thing was on par. That's just not true. I mean, come on. The weight difference is astronomical. We're talking about an entire tier going from 47 grams up to 71 grams. How's that even an argument? How's there just... Also, the cord on this, I don't even want to take it out of the box to show you, but take my word, the cord on the 8K Viper is not even close. I actually wish the M2K had this cord and not the cord that it has. For 40 bucks, yes, I'm not talking shit about this product for 40 bucks. Great, cheapest 8K, fantastic. This is not that. I really think you guys should try to pick one of these up if you're in the market for an 8K Hertz, which of course is going to have a wire. The shape really grew on me. Like, I was been playing with the M2K for a long time, but getting back into my old school claw position, I was hitting some ridiculous shots. The new ones will be available around mid-January is what I was told by Atompalm. And they're going to have not only all the improvements I've said, but even better, firmer clicks, which is pretty much about all you can want. These switches, they're just amazing. That's why the M2K uses them. And never once did it feel creaky, did it feel cheap. And with this being solved by the new ones, it was truly, truly, truly a fun experience. Many more mice to come, many more adventures to be had. I just got that Razer Deathstalker keyboard, so we're gonna get crazy with that. Stay tuned, stay Zorz, have a wonderful day, and hit the like and subscribe button, as you must. That's it. You guys still haven't figured it out? Really? Come on. The 1-inch punch? Come on. Brad Pitt beat him up in the movie in Once Upon a Time. Did you get it?